What's up guys, Elote here, bringing us a brand new video on the channel. So today we are back on the FAS server for episode 2 of our Permanent Plus series here. Of course, like I said, on the server. We are currently teaming a level 45 male stegos. So we did have a stego and stuff before, like a good amount of dinos. At our old base, you can see we are in the new one, which is not base, but base location. We did manage to we didn't get wiped. There was an actual alpha raptor that killed our stego, our parasaur and stuff over there, which is pretty sad. And then I tamed 2 parasaurs down the river, tried to bring them back, and then another raptor destroyed them that was here that I ended up killing with the sharks. So on the progress of things, we have, of course, Joe still has his building up. He kind of painted it so it's a little darker frame, which looks pretty cool. He has all his stuff set up back there for his little setup right here. And then we have like little convenient base right here. It's not a base, but more so like just a smithy and stuff. So anyone in the tribe who needs to do stuff, they just come in here and like start, make their weapons and stuff that they need to. Storage boxes are still here. The base and the beginning of my, I would say, house and like structure, I'm gonna make it, I think, 2 high, and then like 2-3 floors up. So yeah, there's like bakery stuff you can do, like a cooking like oven and stuff like that. So I want to try to get into that, see what we can do. But I'm gonna probably do the 2nd floor as my actual base, and then the 3rd floor, and after that just whatever we could do with it. But the main bottom floor is gonna be separate from everything else. And then of course I have a little setup back here. We have Crystal, which is our very high level dodo right here, mainly for eggs and stuff. Let's actually pump up. I was pumping up her health just for the sake of her not dying so quick to wild dinos. Let's see what she's at. 1,000. Nice. We got a lumber station back here that is actually pretty full, just to finish this off. The thing is, this is not enough to finish this building. This building needs a lot of lumber. Of course, our smithy. We've been grinding out a lot of metal. Since there is a couple metal nodes in this area, it's very easier for us. Then the hand mill, which is basically the mortar and pestle. We got this set up. We got the grindstone, which is for, I think, for other like weapons and stuff like that. This is very cool. This part of Permanent Plus, which is the big campfire. It has 500 durability. It has 6 slots compared to the 3 slots a normal campfire has. So it's very, very useful when it comes to having to cook a bunch more meat. And then we have, of course, the tanning rack. You put hide and salt in here to create leather, which is used to make like the longbow. I think I had to use it to make the flintlock pistol. Use it to make the musket and all this stuff. Of course, there's a cooking pot Joe put down just for you could make some dye and stuff. That's why I have my axe dyed up. My pick dyed up. We got Fury. I just tamed her a couple minutes ago. She is I think it was level 130 Dilo that was attacking. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna tame her, make it useful. So we got her done here. We got, of course, there's a lot of people joining actually. What the hell? There's Jack, which we're going to use for fertilizer. I'm going to set up all the fertilizer stuff first before I start building the crops, just that we don't lose progress like that. We got Athena, which is actually Sand Shark. He finally got another shark that usually roams around here. So we cleared it out, tamed the lowest level shark because there's like level 90s and stuff. We kind of put gates over there at the end, and if I show you guys right now, there's a bunch of sharks on the other end, so it gets very hostile very quick. Got the teardown from the beginning and the stegos. Actually, look at his stats. He's almost tamed up. He's near halfway. The cool thing is he is not drowning. Yeah, his oxygen hasn't dropped, probably because there's still part of his body that's above ground, above water, which is perfect. But the stats on the stego are insane. 1,170 health, which is very high. 600 weight and 155 milli-damage. So all those are getting pumped up anyway. So that's cool. So we're gonna have a pretty strong stego down here. Makes up for the stego we lost, and it's good because then we could really get the best out of all these berries and stuff that are down here. That way we don't have to pick by hand and get nothing. So let's go over here. Those guys are actually roaming around right here. So you guys, we got 1, 2, like 3. I think there's one more over there. 4, like 4 to 5 big like metal composites, which is good. You see here, there's a bunch. I mean, a bunch of predators. Look at all these sharks. There's mantas. There's this water is infested. Look, there's more sharks over here. There's another Phiomia. I might actually tame this one because we have a male. I'm not sure what it'll really be like getting 2 filmers, but look at this. This is just Predator City. Look at all these sharks. This is why we had to build those gates, because if not, we would have been destroyed over here with our tames and stuff when it comes to like water tames. I think we tried to tame, Sen I think tamed 2 dolphins, the ichthy, but they both got killed by the wild megalodon, so that's why he tamed 1 and we just boxed it off so that we don't get more progress lost trying to progress up. So this Stego is going to finish soon. Gonna get at least 20, I would say at least 20 levels. Is that 99%? 20. So I would say at least 20 levels. Which is still good because it'll be like level 65, I think. And yeah, we got our shield and everything, our wooden shield. We actually have one of the hat skins, which is green, which is very cool. So we're gonna keep that on us. In the future, we're gonna start working towards. We could actually make flak armor, but in Premium Plus, it's not called flak. It's called metal. Like, yeah, it's called iron. I think iron or metal. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna get our flak armor, which is I think the best we could do for Premium Plus. But yeah, this is a little sanctuary I showed you guys off a bit last episode, which was just basically just this and the setup we had here. So let's see what we could do. I have a lot of materials actually set aside, like a lot of building materials. We had to finish the walls. So walls, so they are in the lumber, which is this. It is in the wood section of your crafting inventory. So let's actually put medium feces. We're just picking up his poop and putting it back in them just for the sake of not losing it. So we're just gonna pump up his health. All right, Jack, shut up. So also, if you guys notice, some of the teams do have, like, you can see here, like Crystal has an E in brackets. So does Fury, Jack. Actually, let's pick up the poop. And then you see over here, Athena actually has an S. So this is what we're doing for the tribe. Like, of course, all the dinos are tribe owned, but if you tame yours yourself, what we're doing now, which I talked through it a bit, when you name your dino, if you're gonna name it, make sure you put like your initial in front of it. That's why some of them have E, because like E for Elote, S for Sen, like that. So make sure you guys don't have the same letter name as other people trying to take their teams. Other than that, I will probably like lock them for the rankings that we have. But yeah, that's so you can know whose dinos they are. Like, especially with the rankings, I'm locking certain things. Like, there are rankings for certain reasons. There's the main rankings, which is admin, which is Sen, semi-admin, which Joe is at. They both have the same perks, but since they're in 2 separate categories, we could access his, but he cannot access ours. But it's just for the fact of pin code locking our stuff when we need to and all that stuff. But that's a good thing, because then we will have all of our dinos organized with our names and stuff. So like, don't use the dinos that are not yours, because we had a big problem with that in the other series. Basically, like when we were in the normal center map with our Primitive Plus, we had a whole issue with people borrowing dinos that are not theirs. Writing dinos without explaining, or like not even like, if you're going to use our dino, message us if we're not online to tell us you're going to use our dinos, because the whole thing happens, if you get our dino killed, then it's going to be up to you to try to tame one of the same and try to get it back. And most of our dinos were high levels, so we don't want to try to put that on you. But if it happens, then you're going to have to do something about it, like try to recover what you lost. And we don't want that issue here, honestly. Like, we're friendly. Honestly, we're all friendly here. We just don't want to have any issues with it. Simple, like, honestly, like, tribe rules. I'm not trying to, like, be overpowered with everyone. Everyone has equal stuff, but most of the people who are in the admin and semi-admin, actually, rankings are people that I've played with constantly. So Joe and Sen, of course. That's where there's such high ranks. So that's explanation with that. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. If you guys still want to join, we are in Tropical Island North, which is right there where the marker says me. We moved away from south. Just for this time, we want to try something differently. Most of us never really played the center, so it's all a different thing for us. It's slightly more hostile on this one. Just with all the sharks and stuff in this area. And then on the top, there's not much hostility, just like raptors and stuff. But it's giving us a better edge on doing stuff. There was an actual type of Gyro down here, and I spooked it by accident, which kind of sucks. But if I was able to tame it, that would have been perfect, because I think it was high level. This teardown would have helped out with more when it comes to like bringing stuff down, getting resources and all that stuff. So let's see what's its progress. So I'm just rambling on here, guys. Sorry about that. Just explaining a lot of things that come to the server. Yeah, and also if you guys join the server, don't mention about like, because I know one of the admins does know I record on here, but the owner doesn't. So there was an issue yesterday that happened when someone else like was talking about them recording on here and other stuff. Just refrain from mentioning if I'm recording or not in chat. If you want to know if I'm recording, just message me on the Xbox so nothing goes wrong, because someone got banned from the server. And we don't know why. It's like they got banned from the server most likely because they were talking about like recording on this server, which I'm not sure if the owner's okay with. That's why. I know one of the admins knows it's okay with me because I've been talking to him. But yeah, look at that. Black Devil, Tribal Devil, Guten Tag. Hey, that's a new member. How many people are online? There's 6 people. I actually got on when there was 7, which means there was me and one other person plus the server. So pretty cool. There's multiple people. Like there's more people on the server than we know. Like the more people getting on the server that were probably on the server before we ever joined. So that's pretty cool that there's new people like to interact with. But let's see. Also there's the new update is actually supposed to drop later today as I'm recording this. Like I record these videos the same day as I post them. So the new update's supposed to drop later today, like in the afternoon. I'm not sure exactly what time, but if I'm able to get the download and like the update download and everything, I'll start grinding out videos for you guys about the updates with the new tames and everything. Try to tame them. I'm not sure what else is gonna be in them. Like I know most of the dinos, some of them you could tame, some of them you can't. Then there's like supposed to be a big center update, which is what we're on. But at the same time, there's supposed to be a big Primitive Plus update. So that's a bonus because we're on the center, we're on Primitive Plus. Let's see what changes. There's probably going to be a lot of changes because there's still a lot of bugs in Primitive Plus since it is still new to ARK kind of. So there's this type of Jera. Let's see if we can tame it. I don't want to spook it. I think this is the same one as earlier. We do have 8 trank arrows. So we should be able. Oh my god, level 150. That's a max type of Jera. We have to be careful with this. There's not many dangers around here except if it lands in the water. I don't want it to land in the water because once it lands in the water, we lose it. Oh my god, are those Dilos across the water or are those Trulons? Wait, oh my fucking gosh. Dude, those are Trulons. 1, 2, 3. What? Why? They're like max level Trulons. What the hell? We gotta be careful with that. We gotta put more gates. We have to put more gates on land so they don't fall over. But oh shit, where did this thing go? Oh, it's directly on top of us. It was very low. It was actually like right here on the floor earlier. But I think that's where I'm gonna end the video, guys. Just more explaining, but showing you guys what we have built. I know we haven't done much building. We're trying to get progress done off camera just so that it's not all the same. Probably next video or whenever we're recording in, probably after the update drops and they update the server and stuff, I'll try to record more when it comes to the new update. If they do update Primitive Plus, be sure to tune in, because if they do update, I'd probably do all the update information on this server. If not, on my of course normal single player server. And he actually tamed up. Level 67 Stego. Nice. Let's look at his stats. We actually just learned the saddle for him. He's a pretty default color, but I like how he has like the blue underbelly. Let's see, what are your stats, dude? 1400 health, 676 weight, 313 melee damage, which is good, and almost 200% speed. So we're gonna pump up his weight, stamina, and probably his melee damage just so we can collect berries easier with him. But yeah, that's gonna be it for the video, guys. If you guys enjoyed this video, drop a like. If you guys have any questions when it comes to updates, all the information, and anything else that refers to ARK, drop it down in the comment section. I always reply to every comment that is down there, if it is not like spam and stuff on that part. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, drop a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Some more content on the channel. With that, I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.